Greenland's history is rich and diverse, spanning thousands of years and shaped by its environment, various cultures, and outside influences. Here's a breakdown of its key historical periods. Early inhabitants. Greenland was first inhabited by people from the Americas. The earliest known settlers, the Saqqaq culture, arrived around 2500 BCE from the Arctic regions of Canada. They were followed by the Dorset culture around 800 BCE, who also came from the same area and were skilled at hunting sea mammals and adapting to the Arctic environment. Both cultures are part of what is today called the Paleo-Eskimo era. Around 1200 CE, the Thule culture, ancestors of modern-day Inuit, arrived from the north, bringing more advanced tools, kayaks and sleds. They would eventually become the dominant culture on the island, shaping much of Greenland's history. Norse settlement. The most well-known chapter of Greenland's early history involves the Norse settlers from Iceland and Scandinavia. In 982 CE, Eric the Red, a Norwegian explorer, was exiled from Iceland and traveled to Greenland, where he established a colony. He named it Greenland, possibly to attract settlers with the promise of fertile land. Eric's colonies were located mainly in the southern part of Greenland, where there were better conditions for farming. Over the next few centuries, the Norse settlers thrived in Greenland, raising livestock, farming, and trading with other parts of Europe. However, by the 14th century, the colonies started to decline. Scholars believe a combination of factors, including the Little Ice Age, a period of cooler temperatures, declining trade, and conflicts with the Inuit, led to the eventual collapse of the Norse settlements by the late 1400s. Inuit adaptation and interaction. As the Norse settlements faded, the Inuit continued to thrive in Greenland. The Thule culture adapted to the environment, building homes made of stone and sod, hunting seals, whales, and other Arctic animals, and developing sophisticated tools for survival. In the 16th and 17th centuries, European explorers made sporadic visits to Greenland, but the island was largely left alone by outsiders for many years. Danish colonization. In the early 18th century, Denmark-Norway began to show interest in Greenland. Danish explorer Hans Egede was sent to Greenland in 1721 to establish a mission and reclaim Greenland for Denmark. This marked the beginning of Danish colonization. Over time, Greenland was gradually integrated into the Danish colonial empire, though the Inuit people maintained much of their traditional lifestyle. In 1953, Greenland officially became an integral part of the Kingdom of Denmark, though it remained largely self-governing. Over time, Denmark introduced modern infrastructure, education, and healthcare, while Greenland's indigenous population retained its cultural practices, home rule, and modern self-government. In 1979, Greenland was granted home rule, meaning it gained greater autonomy over its internal affairs, including areas such as education, health, and natural resources. The Home Rule was expanded in 2009 with the establishment of self-rule, allowing Greenland to take greater control over its economy and society, though Denmark still handles issues like foreign affairs, defense, and monetary policy. Today, Greenland is a self-governing territory within the Kingdom of Denmark, with its own parliament, and it continues to navigate its relationship with Denmark and the wider world. Greenland's economy is heavily reliant on fishing, but the island's potential as a source of natural resources, such as minerals and oil, has led to increasing interest from global powers. Modern day, Greenland faces many challenges. Greenland's autonomy continues to evolve, with debates about full independence from Denmark taking place periodically. Today, the population of Greenland is about 56,000 people, with most living in coastal towns. The island maintains a strong connection to its Inuit heritage, while also engaging with modern international politics. Particularly geopolitical interests in the Arctic region become more prominent. Greenland's unique history, blending indigenous traditions with Norse and Danish influence, makes it a fascinating place with a complex cultural and political landscape. What part of Greenland's history are you most curious about? What part of Greenland's history are you most curious about?